Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Thank you very much for watching today. So today's topic is, are you dependent or are you independent? There's two words, dependency, independency. There's very big differences between the two of them. And I'm going to talk a little bit about life, business, and real estate, and some things to think about, because sometimes if you ask anybody, or most people, when you say, are you dependent or independent? Most people are going to say, I'm independent. The reason why, in my opinion, is because a lot of people know they have the ability to be independent. But if they look at their lives, especially day to day, they realize they're dependent and being controlled by other things, and they really have very little control, or they're really not governing their lives themselves. So think about that. Think about every day. Are you really independent? Are you going through the things you have every day? Is anything controlling you? Your fear, other people, what's going on in the world, your time? Are you independent and in control of your time? Because in business and in real estate, right when you start in real estate, you're right off the bat. When you're with a company, what are you signing? What are you agreeing to? What's that contract called? It's called an independent contractor agreement. You all should have one. If you have one here at Century 21 HomeStar, but anybody watching this from other companies, and right there, it just tells you, right there when you start business, independent. You are independent of your time. You're independent of, you get to choose between your company. Your company can't control you of what you do, but now it's up to you. There's a book that I always remember, and I did some videos on it. It was Think and Grow Rich. Just right in the name, it grabs you. It's just think. If you could think, these are things that you could think about. But also I would add to that, in the book, it explains that you got to be in control, an independent thinker. You have to be an independent thinker. You can't be controlled by other things to grow rich. So it's a great book. I haven't read it. When I think of independence and being in control of your time and things, I always think of that one book there. So think, are you independent or dependent? Or especially in today's world, I'm not going into politics and what's going on in our country and our world, but I see so many people on Facebook and out there dependent. Were you or are you, no matter which way you feel today about the election, good or bad for you, were you dependent for business-wise? Let's stick with that. Were you dependent on that outcome? I hope not, because you are independent. There are going to be, no matter what president's in there, no matter what the economy is, no matter good, bad, of outside forces, there will always be a real estate market. There will always be people buying or selling houses. I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm just talking about the past. There's always been people buying and selling houses. So there's always be a market, and do you want to have a piece of it? So you have to think about what is controlling you and what's not allowing you to become independent of your time. Also, now I'm not saying you can't take classes. I mean, like, there's classes on how to become independent. There's classes on how to better yourself and better your business. But I see agents and people taking class after class after class, but never implement. You have to implement some of these things. So some people are dependent on learning. Do you know anybody that's those students for life? I have a few people in my life that are like that, that are students for life. They never get to implement, but they're just students. They're always getting ready, which is great. So, but when you're in real estate, there's only so many classes, so many coaches, so many videos, so many things to follow. And it's always good to get a refresher of things. But if you're spending all your time learning and not doing, you've got to think of when to implement and keep track of your time. Now, the other thing is, there's one word that really defines you if you're dependent, more dependent, or more independent. What are the things in your life that you cannot say no to? Who are those people you can't say no to? What are those things that you do every day you can't say no to? What are those things that are keeping you from being independent. Now, there's a lot of people out there in life that just go through life and feel independent, but there's other things that control their time, but because they're happy with it, which is completely fine. You could be totally go through life, almost, some people, not me, but some people, and they enjoy that. Their whole life is that they're dependent on their other job. People, kids, spouses, everything in their life, they're reacting to things that other people tell them where their time needs to be. Those are dependent people. Doesn't mean they're not happy, but they're not independent. There's other things controlling their time and what they do every day, where their focus is, and they love it. That's fine. You're not going to be successful in real estate or in sales if you are a dependent person. You can't be dependent on people and hopefully leads fall in the door. You can't be dependent on, I hope it's a good market and people just are buying and selling all over the place, or dependent. I hope the interest rates are low because more people are out there buying. I hope that no one in my life that needs me more than I need to work and build my business. So to be successful in real estate, to be successful in sales, and be an entrepreneur and grow something, if you are dependent on other things and other things going on in your life, people are controlling your time, your other jobs, other thing like that, you're never going to have the ability to grow anything yourself. That's a 100% guarantee. You can't be more dependent than independent, and grow something, grow a business, grow your sales, create something. Any inventor or entrepreneur or business person, or even if you are in control of building a better relationship with your spouse or your kids, and you want to do something, it's not just business. If you want to grow something, you want to go out and grow a garden, you want to go out and build something, you have to be independent of your time. Now, there might be someone out there, that is controlling your time and you're building something along with them. That could be possible. Then in real estate, then you have to have like a team member or someone dictating your time or telling you what to do every day, so you go out and do it. But that's not by yourself. That's not independent. By yourself, being in control of it, being that head person that's in control of what's happening and what's going to be built and what's going to be successful for you. So think about that. Go through the day, go through your week. Think about, am I really independent, or am I just reacting independent on other people, other situations in life telling me what I have to do every day? And if you're doing that, if you're going through life and you're seeing that happen, then you're not free. You're not free. I mean, again, you could be happy. You're not independent. You're not free of your own personal time. What I want our realtors out there, anybody that wants to be somebody, I want you to sit down and really think, I need to be free. I need to be independent. I need to be, again, it doesn't have to be 100%. There's going to be things in life, people, friends, relatives, family, kids that are going to depend on you. But you have to be more independent with your time that you're going to be devoted towards real estate, and say no, and be in total control, be independent and take control and be free to do what you need to do to be successful, and what you need to do to get those sales and make those contacts and prospect and do the things and the steps you need to take to be successful in real estate. Because everybody has the ability to do it. Everybody has the ability to do it. So anybody watching this, you can do it. There's nothing that's stopping you from doing it. You have the license, you have the tools, you have the talent. You can talk, you can communicate with people, you can organize. If you have the basic skills of all that, what I just said, you can be great in real estate. So that's it for today. So think about it. Are you independent, or are you being dependent? And of course, most important is to be happy with where you want to be. And if you're not happy with your success and where you are in real estate, then think about are you independent or dependent on what's happening to yourself every day? So that's it for today. Have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow at 11. Bye-bye.